There's nothing out here. He's never done anything else. He's not used to having a lot of people around him. He hates being made a fuss of, and he hates being the centre of attention. But I couldn't see Uncle Neil actually doing anything else. I always tease him. I always to say if I cut him, he'd bleed green. You know, he's just half plant, really. Because he loves watching things grow, and it doesn't matter whether it's a plant or an animal. You know, he just loves watching things develop and reach their full potential. And I think that's why he's a good dad and a good grandpa. He really likes to invest his time in watching things grow. And he's funny and he's witty and he's really teasy and most annoyingly very teasy. But that is his kind, gentle, thoughtful nature. He just, he's very loving. In his own way, not in gifts, like he's not a gifts man. He is really kind and gentle, yeah.
I've been farming since I was 17, so that would be 42 years ago. Our farm is around about 2,000 hectares, most of it at Mitty and some at Greta over near Wangaratta. I enjoy farming because I like growing things. I like things growing from little things to big things. So little crops to big crops, or little lambs to big lambs. This is the family farm, yes. My grandfather bought this farm in about 1910 or something like that, thereabouts. At one stage I thought perhaps I could be a park ranger or that type of thing, or an architect went through my mind at one stage when I was at school, but I couldn't draw, so an architect wasn't going to be any good. If I wasn't farming, I'd probably be a park ranger or something like that, because that's an outside job and that works with animals. Because it's an isolating type job, you work on your own, and neighbours are a fair way away. But I think you get fairly used to that. You look at it, if you look at it from a town point of view or a closer rural community, we're isolated. But if you look at it from outback New South Wales, we're not isolated. Because of isolation, if you do something silly and get hurt, you know, you can be a long way from anywhere. And I think statistically farming's one of the more dangerous jobs. You know, WorkSafe says they're one of the more dangerous jobs, because you're on your own, you're working with machinery and often working with old machinery, and farmers tend not to keep all their machinery right up to date. I just think that if you don't keep up to date with the latest things, obviously you fall behind, but margins in farming are getting harder and harder, so you've got to try and look for the little edges that just give you a few more dollars. Use the right chemicals at the right time. Crops grow a little bit better. If you feed your sheep on the right stuff at the right time, they grow a bit more wool and a bit bigger and a bit fatter, and sell them for more money. So it's just a matter of just tinkering around the edges and doing bits and pieces. Because if I still farmed like my grandfather, you go broke.
Fry, here! Up to you! Come here! Fry! Come here! Up to you! Fry! Come here!
See how obedient he is?